Chapter 5. Why can we see through some objects but not others? How do we measure the intensity of light? Hi, nice to see you again. Let's do some observations to start this session. So please, prepare these materials. And then, take a blank paper and write your name. After that, place the object you've prepared on the paper one by one alternately and try to read out your name. How is it? Can you always read your name? Yep, there are some objects make us hard to read. There are materials which don't allow us to see through. Let's find it out. Besides being reflected, light rays that fall on objects can also be transmitted or absorbed. Objects can be divided into three categories: allows most light to pass through, allows some light to pass through, and doesn't allow any light to pass through. Different objects allow different amounts of light to pass through them, depending on the type of materials they are made of. An object that is clear and light can pass through, called as transparent. An object that is cloudy and only allows part of the light to pass through, called as translucent. An opaque is an object that light cannot pass through. We say that clear plastic is transparent, as it allows most light to pass through it. And frozen plastic is translucent, as it allows only some light to pass through it. And that red cap, we call it as opaque, as it doesn't allow any light to pass through it. Following the explanation you just listened, who do you think Ari will be able to find the quickest? And why? Measuring intensity of light? What is it? Measuring things around you, such as distance, is probably pretty familiar. Units of measurement, such as centimeters, can describe the distance between one point and another. But do you know? There are many other qualities in the world around us that we can also turn into measurable quantities. For example, did you know you can measure light? You might describe light levels relative to other things, such as darkest night or brighter than the sun. But you probably wouldn't use a number. But just as you might need a ruler to measure a distance, you can use a tool to measure precise units of light. We can find out how much light passes through an object using a light sensor attached to a data logger. A light sensor is used to measure the intensity of light. The unit of measurement for light is lux. Lux meter is an instrument which measures the amount of illuminance in a particular place. It helps to know the level of amount which can save human eye as well. You may be familiar with wires that use electricity to transmit message that we receive through our televisions, radio, telephone, or the internet. With the advancements of science, the use of light is fast replacing electricity for transmissions of data. This method of sending information using light is known as fiber optics communications. Fiber optic lines are strands made of pure glass. One line can be as thin as a strand of human hair. It can also carry digital information over long distances. The benefits of fiber optics communications include its capacity to carry huge amounts of data at great speeds. It is also more reliable than electrical wires in transmitting data over long distances. Also, as it uses light rather than electricity, electrical power is used to not pose a problem. The cost of installing a fiber optics communications network has dropped over the last few years. This makes the benefits worth the price paid. Telecommunications companies spend billions of dollars to lay an international network of undersea fiber optic cables. This is how internet data, telephone signals, and cable television signals get transmitted from one continent to another. And today, research is still being carried out to see if we can achieve even faster speeds for communications.